Congresswoman, you've been in the Congress and in state legislature. You've been a legislator for a while. Have you ever seen this kind of behavior before by a chairman to ranking committee members?
I've never seen this behavior by anyone, not just a chairman. Representative Issa brought dishonor on the House of Representatives. He only wants his truth. He only wants to have one side of it, and he wants to be a bully. Enough is enough. We are not going to sit by and allow him to bully Representative Cummings or any other member of Congress. It is time for the leadership, the Speaker, to take the appropriate action and discipline someone who has violated the rules. And we're going to continue until we make him do it.
Yield you time. I would ask that you...
I will have you physically removed from this meeting if you don't stop.
At a hearing today in the committee in which we asked Ms. Lerner, whose lawyer had indicated that under certain conditions she would testify. She chose not to testify. After an exhaustive 7 questions, I determined that she was not under any circumstances going to testify, and pursuant to an already completed hearing other than her testimony, I adjourned. At this point, we will continue our investigation into the IRS targeting of conservative groups without the testimony of Ms. Lerner. Are there any questions?
So why did you not let Mr. Cummings continue his questions?
There were no. He was not directing questions toward the witness, and the committee had already adjourned.
But why did you adjourn returning to your colleague and asking him if they
Pursuant to the committee, we recessed only to determine whether or not we could get her to give testimony. Once it was determined she could not give testimony, there was no question before us. Mr. Cummings did not raise a point of privilege or a point of order, and in fact, I did recognize him when he said he had a question. He went into an opening statement. Opening statements had already been completed. There were 40 members sitting at the dais, and we had already adjourned. Therefore, I left because there was no question pending.
What's next? Shut it down. Why would you say shut it down?
Because he was talking into a mic in an adjourned meeting. The fact is, Mr. Cummings came to make a point of his objections to the process we've been going through. He was actually slandering me at the moment that the mics did go off by claiming that this had not been a real investigation. This had been a bipartisan investigation by multiple committees in which we had testimony in multiple hearings, including Mr. Jordan's subcommittees, in which it was very clear there was targeting of conservative groups, in which there were people who were acting outside the norm. We're going to continue our investigation.